I didn't know exactly what to do other than maybe not ride for an entire season. And my beautiful wife said, no, no, no. You need a motorcycle. I need you out of my hair. I need you to have your road therapy. All right. So I guess this is a little preview if this audio actually works and if the camera keeps running, because it hasn't been. But this is my new motorcycle. I had to semi-retire Malls because I don't do the work she needs in the winter in Canada with an unheated garage. And then first ride this spring, her carbs hung bad. So I didn't know exactly what to do other than maybe not ride for an entire season. And my beautiful wife said, no, no, no. You need a motorcycle. I need you out of my hair. I need you to have your road therapy. So she gave me the thumbs up to get a new motorcycle. And this is what I ended up with. Triumph Scrambler 400 XC. And so far I'm pretty happy. I'm trying to burn through that first 1,000 kilometers so I can get the first service and get the engine all in spec. Make sure everything's going well before I really open her up. And there's not that many trails and things, certainly not public ones, to use here in and around London. So there's not a lot of places other than maybe county roads for me to ride on that aren't paved. So it might be a little overkill for this region, but we don't intend on sticking around here forever. So yeah, but I know it's been a long time since I did a video. I'd really like to get back to it. There's a lot to update people on if anyone's interested. At the very least, it'll be for my kids to check out in the future. So there's a little tidbit. And yeah, I hope everyone's out there riding safe, having fun. And maybe wrenching as much as they can. That's what I'm hoping I can still do now. Now that I got a bike that I know is gonna work, I'm not gonna have to do a bunch of work on her. Then Malls can get the love and affection that she needs, so I can properly restore her and bring her to her full glory again. Because I'm not done with that bike. She's been through so much with me. It's not up for debate whether or not I'm gonna get her back on the road. It's just, I didn't want to rush anything. I want to do it right. Full rebuild, pull the entire engine apart, maybe get her original crankcase fixed if possible, so she's back in one original piece. It's gonna be glorious, and I'm looking forward to it. But in the meantime, oh, I am gonna have some fun with this bad boy. That's for sure. Bad girl? I don't know what her name is gonna be. I haven't figured that out yet. It always takes me a while to name everything. My kids, my dogs, my motorcycles, and my cars. I'm one of those weird people that definitely names them all. I guess you're supposed to name your kids and your dogs. But I definitely name my cars and my motorcycles. And I don't know what her name's gonna be yet. It hasn't come clear. But it will soon enough. looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be a good year. Yeah. A couple of close buddies of mine, at least motorcycle buddies and work buddies from years ago, have retired from riding. And, you know, God bless them. I think I know why. I gotta meet up with them, have a beer, talk about it, find out what's going on. And I think there's been a couple of losses in the motorcycle community over these last 2 years here in Southern Ontario. And I'm not that tied with it. You know, I'm not that social a person. But there were some good guys that were very, very good on their motorcycle skill-wise and had some tragic accidents happen. And I think that's weighing heavily on my buddies. And I can't blame them for that, you know. I think I'm a bit too stubborn to let that slow me down, as it were. Let her creep forward so you can creep behind me. That's one drawback to bikes the size of malls and this, is they're not the best at triggering those sensors. You kind of depend on people getting a little closer behind you than sometimes they want to. And I appreciate that when we're moving. It's not as convenient at the actual light when I need you to trip the sensor in your cage, rather than me trying to do it on my light bike. This isn't DC, not Arizona, but there's still some really, really beautiful things about Ontario. All you have to do is get out of town and you start to see it. So a lot of it's farmland, yeah, but it's not perfectly flat. It's got some gorgeous bits. It does have some nice roads, as long as you know where to find them. There's some beautiful houses out here too. It's always kind of odd because they're built right next to homes that are 40, 50 years old and are small, from a time when people that worked the land out here couldn't afford big houses. And most of the ones that work the land out here can't afford big houses. But they portion off chunks of their farms for people to build beautiful, beautiful homes out here. And if only it didn't have a damn winter, I'd consider it. It feels nice to get out. It feels so nice to get out, man. Especially on a day like today, it's just... So I gotta do 1,000 kilometers before I can bring it in for the service, and otherwise it's frowned upon for me to go above 6,000 RPM. In fact, she yells at me if I go above 6,000 RPM. The sweet spot, I believe, for the 400 engine for torque is like 6,500, and then horsepower is about 8,000. But I'm not allowed to get to those things until after her first service at 1,000 kilometers, apparently. And I got some things to get used to as well, like throttle by wire is kind of throwing me for a loop. I'm still not a huge fan. There's something about the responsiveness and then how I retrofitted Malls, let's be honest. I kind of had my own faux cruise control on Malls, which I wouldn't recommend to other people, but I got a GIMP arm. So having a shortcut for that hasn't been a bad thing for me. So I can take my hand off of the throttle a little bit without slowing down all the time. Right now, the only option I have is pull the clutch and coast, but I'm still gonna slow down pretty fast. I can kind of move my arm around a bit, but then I gotta get back on the throttle. I don't have a way of just like... Throttle by wire is new to me. It's a new sensation. It's so... And then, of course, I mean, I've ridden bikes before, fuel injection rather than carburetor, but I've never had my own bike that's fuel injection instead of carburetor. And I've never been on someone else's bike where I felt like I could just do anything I wanted, you know. And right now I kind of can't as well. I know that it is peppy, it's very responsive, and in a way that I think could really get you into trouble. if you're not prepared. So I'm glad I have this 1,000-kilometer burn-in period that's gonna help me kind of like get used to the feeling a little bit more before I'm really allowed to open it up, then hit a bump, then tweak the throttle a little bit too much, and then go really, really fast suddenly. That could be a scary thing to happen. Definitely need new gear. This jacket is showing its age. I don't know if you can see that. That's starting to rip. Kind of defeats the purpose of having a jacket if it's going to fall apart the moment you start sliding. So I need a new jacket. I need new riding pants. I'm just wearing like jeans right now. It just really isn't optimal. So I just haven't been riding much the last couple of years, like at all. Ever since we had our kid, it's kind of been just a thing that is just, I don't know. I don't ride much, is what I'm getting at. And I want to change that. I'd really like to get back into the habit of riding a lot more often and enjoying it. I really haven't been taking advantage of that last couple of years because Small's not been in great shape. She needs a rebuild, number one, no matter what, like that, she just does. It's damn near impossible to do that when you're trying to ride her during the entire riding season. I know last year I had to do a carb rebuild. Might have been last year or the year before, honestly I don't even remember. And that might have been what got the carb problem. Maybe I did something wrong. She definitely rode for a while okay after that. She started up this spring, no problem, in the driveway. I let her run for an hour or so. Everything seemed good. But the moment I got down a little out of town and really opened her up, whoa, that was the end of that. She did not like it. So glad to be on two wheels again, man. Oh, there's a shadow I haven't seen in a while. Look at that. Woo! Man, oh man. Let's go down 8 Mile. Let's get at least a little bit of a dirt track in here. It's what she's made for, after all. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do though? Before I do that, I'm gonna put some music on. So this might actually be the end of the audio recording. So if that's the case, thank you to all you legends that decided to watch the video. I'm sorry it's been so long, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Yeah. No, it's not that much fresher. Alright.